So, as you can see from my outfit, it is closing in on Halloween. And as you can see from my surroundings, I am working on capitalizing on the wonderful combination of me living in a mesa and my server mates liking to decorate. Hey yo, it's Lyarrah, and at the start of last episode, I said we were going to put in the third layer of this villager trading hall as the first thing we did. And guess who forgot to do that at all during that episode? Yeah. So, yeah, let's do it! Surprise! I actually did the thing I said I was gonna do. Yeah, so it was a very, very distracted live stream, but I still did it nonetheless. All the wood you see here is all temporary stuff, and I know it's temporary, but the one block that's out of place here is bothering me. Yeah, so in case you didn't see the episode about us setting this up to begin with, or you're just curious in general how this works, let me explain it to you as I understand it. Mind you, I did not come up with this or anything. This is just this is Silence design that I am copying from him doing it on the base level. So the module starts with the emerald block right there, which doesn't have to be an emerald block, but we've done it out of, like, yeah. We rich! Show off that cash! There is a pressure plate on top of it and a torch on the back of it. That torch by default is on. So the block above it, which also has a torch attached to it, that block's powered, which means that it turns that torch off. The torch below has nothing to do with it. In fact, those could be taken out. They were from the train tracks when the train tracks were down lower. So we're just paying attention to the all we're paying attention to here is from the emerald on up. Okay, so that one's turned off, which means that this piston stays unextended. Okay? Well, when something lands on that pressure plate, or if someone goes down here and flips the switch on the front of it, it makes that half slab go out. The reason why we've got that as a half slab is because villagers are going to wind up in here. And if they're still like bobbing in the water when that goes out, because them being on the pressure plate is going to close that up, then yeah, that's not going to be good, because they won't be able to breathe if it's a full block, so it has to be the half slab because of that specifically. The trapdoor is enough to keep them in because they are a little bit shorter than us. Or we are a little shorter than them, rather. And yeah, and then their profession block will wind up going in here in the front after they have been locked on in. So up here on the rails, we have the rail track that comes from over at the villagers. I need to connect the last little bit of it because it's still kind of to the old track, which I've now torn down, but there was a track that went to the lower levels before. The villagers come in here. There is activator rails here, and this is what I messed up the first time that I tried to copy this. The torches right here power this block so that then powers the activator rail. And when a minecart goes over an activator rail, it knocks whatever's in it out. So it drops our friends right down in these holes, which means that they wind up landing on top of there and closing it up, and it's a whole good thing. That also means that then that same torch that turns on that activates the piston, well, now the piston's powered, so that turns off the torch. and that means that that activator spot is no longer active. So they'll just skip on right past it and go on to the next one. Now, the rails need a lot of power to get up here. I may have still overkilled it even despite the fact that they do need that much. But, you know, I'd rather over than underkill when it comes to power for these things. Apparently I'm also overkilling when it comes to power for knocking out the rails, because I keep knocking out the terracotta too. Woohoo! You'll have to pardon me, peeps. I keep singing this week for some reason. Alright, there we go. We are at the point where we can right turn this just like it had been before. I feel like it does still need a powered rail right in here. So we are gonna slap one down. About the same place it was on the other one. I have plenty of extras. And I do have more regular rails too. I was scared for a second I didn't. Now, we have an interesting problem here because the top floor here is meant to be primarily masons, with the back row being our last few librarians, the 4 that are over there and the 1 fellow that's downstairs, who's been trapped there for a while. And everything else is going to be, librarians, and then a couple of cartographers maybe, and then everything else masons. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, the thing is, though, is that we only want the librarians on the back wall over here. So, we are going to leave the spaces in the middle for them, and we are going to go around here and start closing these. And that means the activator rails will be turned off, and the villagers will just go ahead and drop into the first available one. Can I just say that one of my least favorite things when dealing with rails, and one thing that I may like actually get a texture pack for, is the difference between powered rails and activator rails is so subtle that I kept thinking that this was the wrong kind. Like, yes, it's got the gold band to it, but it just, my brain just read that as being part of it being on. So yeah, I'm making a list of little things that I would like to change in a texture pack, and that is now on the list. Anyway, yeah, we've gone ahead and flipped all of these off, so all of them are closed down up there, and should not have anything dump in them when a villager comes through. And that means that it is time to go coax a librarian onto the rails. You two are in the way. We are going to dump off some of the extra stuff that is still in my inventory that I don't necessarily need at the moment. And we are, in fact, I don't know how I'm going to get them out of the hole. I may just have to get them... How'd they get in the hole anyway? They were all over here. Okay. Let me try releasing you from your confines. And let's get you up here. Knock out these. Hope that I can coax you down there. We're gonna have to relog also because I've loaded that area since the last time that I moved around here, so yeah. They're just all awkwardly in the hole there. Alright, we have relogged, and we are now going to try to bait librarians. Are you one of my actual librarians? No. Oh, you're the one that I just finished doing though. Okay, yeah, you are allowed to come over. So there he go. Okay. And who's next? Who's next? Okay, well, I guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Can I, like, yeah. Oh, you came back. Why did you come back? Okay, whatever. Well, we're gonna shove that down there. Plop the button back down. Scoot this guy along, and let's go catch up. Let's try to figure out why he bounced out. Okay, I think that this guy was still in loaded chunks on him. Is that one going to have caught up? He's gonna have caught up. No, is the empty minecart going to cut him off? That is the real risk here. Okay, I do confirm to see both of them in there. So that is step one good. Break minecart. Is there another one in here? Yes. So those aren't quite making it the whole way around. That's fine. We'll live. I will just continue coming and fetching them. That is an acceptable way to do this. There's actually no sarcasm in there. This is actually an acceptable way to do this. And I should get out more rockets while I'm here. My Minecraft life is a never-ending cycle of getting more rockets and falling off of things. Let's pick up that other minecart before it despawns. And we're gonna go sleep, and then we're gonna go get stuck in water. And get the rest of the librarians over here, which includes the other ones that we have the trades for that are good. And it's also going to include a couple of bookcase friends. Alrighty. So we have successfully gotten a whole row of librarians in here. Can't take off. I don't know who's causing it, but I can't take off. But yeah, librarians. With assorted things. What did you have? You had knockback. All right, you're the funny one that had not double knockback. And yeah, I think that everybody here has a purpose, and then we've got the dudes at both ends here who have bookcases. And then we have this guy who may be an untapped, oh my gosh, that's broken market. Is what one pane of glass is kind of stupid. Especially because don't these guys sell? Go to the layer below. You guys sell glass, don't you? Some of you do at least. Yeah. So that's another broken circle. I may actually, if I find that I can condense any of these guys down, may get a cartographer. We'll see. We'll see if I get another one. But for right now, he's the only one. So he gets his table. Yes, you sir. You're one of the rarities that actually gets your table. And from there, the rest of all this is being filled up with masons. Which for starters is going to involve figuring out how to get the existing masons out of here. And back onto the rails that we have there. I think we're gonna have to like go through here. Seems like it's probably gonna be the best logic. I know I have more rails. Where are they? Okay, well I don't need this anymore, so this can just be torn down and used for starters on here. Alright, and this is the awkward part where I just kind of nudge these guys across the whole floor, I guess. Wasn't originally part of the plan, but hey. It works, it works. Go, buddy. There you go, thank you. And it just occurred to me that I need to open back up the things. So let's give him a place to flat into. I swear, he better not have headed back down. He should have come back up here. I know. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh no, he did. Yes, he did. Ah, come on. Other way. We're gonna have to find some just little way to tweak this to make this problem not happen. And I think it's gonna be to just put a tiny hill in it. Okay. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. And then that, theoretically, that should mean that he comes up there. Okay, perfect. Let's go sleep. Alright, so let's test this idea out on the next guy before we... Oh, hang on. We should go retrieve a minecart. Okay, so he's in there where he belongs. Awesome. And where's the minecart? It's over here like it keeps being. Because I probably need a little bit more power, but that's okay. Alright, you two. Let's get you out of there. There. And one of you gets to immediately go back in. Let's call it you. And one of you gets to be awkwardly shoved into a minecart. Excellent. Alright, so there, that's what I want to see. Alright, so this is promising, so I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these guys taken care of. And you will see me back here once we have some babies bred up back over the other area. So I may have to AFK for a bit. But we should have all of them moved in up here first before that. Alright, so the good news is I have finished the trading hall top floor. We have all the librarians and a lone cartographer moved in, and we have several masons moved in. The bad news is that while I was AFKing to get more baby villagers, somehow a zombie managed to get in. Now, mind you, I have been AFKing in that spot in the villager breeder for I can't tell you how long. Enough to fill up that whole trading hall. But the worst news is that my stuff, I was wearing it because I was, you know, only AFK for about 10 minutes. But, yeah. It's all gone, and it's apparently still night. So that's fantastic. Fortunately, now there's someone on to sleep, because last time there was not. Hopefully some of these clowns were still wearing some of my armor. I am going to have to look through stuff to figure out. Oh, look! This little brat is wearing, like, all of my armor. You look very fashionable. But I would like you to maybe not be. Alright, we got some gold. We got, I swear I saw sticks in here a second ago. Whatever, we got wood. I'm gonna make 2 just in case. Somebody else over there has my boots. Oh, hi. Okay, cool. Well, I was going to tell you that the even better news is that the villager trading hall is set up specifically for me to get my gear back. But it looks like we didn't really lose anything after all. In fact, even the tinfoil hat's still there. But we did lose... Let's see. I know we lost a few things. My bow is gone, for one. So that needs to be replaced still. Luckily we have a Power 5 book librarian. That's the word I'm looking for. My pickaxes are all gone. So we do still need to see a guy about that. And anything else I had on me, such as food, such as rockets, such as, well, yeah, just about everything. It's all gone. But, you know, at the end of the day, the stuff that I'm still wearing is actually the most valuable stuff out of everything that I owned. Other than the pickaxes. So I think we came out of this okay. More okay than I thought we did, at the very least. That is not the box that has my rockets in it. I guess the other piece of good news in all this is that while that just did end this bunch of villagers, it didn't do anything to the, good ones. And, okay, well, we don't actually still have this batch of them. I guess we're gonna have to borrow a couple of villagers back out of the villager trading hall in order to... Yeah, there used to be many villagers in there and they're gone now. My trident is also gone. But I think what I am going to do is I'm gonna get myself some food down here. We are going to head over to the Elder Guardian, not Elder Guardian, just regular Guardian farm and get ourselves some more levels in order to actually enchant stuff. And we're gonna get to shopping for some books. I lied. Before we do that, we are coming over here to try to figure out where on earth those the zombie got in from. Because I had actually just finished running around with this pack on, trying to make sure that everything was spawn-proofed. And seriously, I don't see any place that anything could have climbed over. I don't see any place. A baby probably got in. Or I guess if they were smart enough to hop up the glass block onto here, something might have gotten in that way, but I'm betting a baby got in. Arrgh! Well, at least I feel better about knowing how it happened and don't feel like I am having things spawn in places they shouldn't be. So I guess now we actually go to the Guardian farm. So I came out here with the light level pack on without thinking about it. And boy, happy Halloween, everybody. Jeez Louise. Okay, so we have made it back from the Guardian farm with 68 levels to our name. And we need to get a couple pickaxes, a shovel or two, an axe or two, you know, those good stuff, and a bow. We really need a bow. I don't know how to function without a bow. Also, I should probably make sure I have the right hat on because we are in a beacon area. But yeah, I still need to go back and replace one of the toolsmiths, so we may be missing a tool that we need I don't know who that one was, but let's see. You sell efficiency 2 or you've got silk touch, so I may as well plan on getting one of those. Actually, yeah, let's get some emeralds out. Oh no, I think I had a bunch of my emeralds on me still. Oh, well, luckily the guys upstairs here should be ready to sell or to buy more carrots and melons and potatoes. So we can do that. And that should be enough to go ahead and get us some of the stuff that we need. So no, the next one over was the one with Silk Touch. So we'll grab you. Sorry, I was suddenly inflicted with a case of the Borky dogs. Yeah, so let's see, where were we? Silk Touch. Let's grab 2 of those. What do you have, sir? Unbreaking 2, efficiency 2. Well, I'm afraid we don't want any efficiency, or we don't want any unbreaking in our lives. I will grab, well, you're only going to let me take 2 for right now, though, so we'll grab 2 of those shovels. And let's see, we actually don't need any armor at the moment, though I am curious to know what those boots are. So we'll still go ahead and grab, you know, a couple things that we then throw away from you. Depth Strider 2 and Breaking 3. Well, if I ever wind up in need of boots between you and the Featherfall friend, then I think we are good. And we'll probably disenchant those and go re-enchant them. And yeah, but first let's look at bows. Okay, so I didn't see any bows that I liked, so I decided to come over and see what else I might need. It does turn out I still do have an axe, though I prefer smite on my axes. I'm not going to be picky considering that's still going to cut down trees fast. But yeah, one of my chat members bullied me into making a toolbox because she said it's way too far into the season for me not to have one. So I remembered it existed and came over to get it. So we are going to go ahead and go enchant ourselves a new bow. But first, Gruba wanted some cobwebs. And I have some, yeah, there they are. Can I give you all of them and let you drop? So yeah, I know I said during my cold open that I was gonna sell those cobwebs, but I kind of poked around the server and it sounded like nobody was interested in buying some. People wanted to put up like maybe 2 or 3 at their bases just for some seasonal decorations because it's stream weekend this weekend. But that was it. So yeah, we are just leaving them at the Halloween area. As for what the Halloween area is, you'll be able to see that next episode because that is when we should be doing the next bit of Truly Trophy nonsense. Having some fun with that. For right now, I'm going to re-find who it was that actually had like a half-decent bow to start from. Actually, there might not have actually been one. Yeah, nobody actually had that good of one. I thought for some reason that somebody did. But I guess we'll just go ahead and be grabbing a couple of plain bows here. And heading on over to enchant. I like the part of this where the entire point of making the hall there we go, was so that I wouldn't have to go, you know, find enchantments using the enchantment table, which is especially good because for some reason that we still keep coming over here to this same enchantment table months later. Yeah, those are completely useless. Don't know why I remotely thought this was a good idea when the entire point of this exercise has been to give us ones that we just have to put books on. Like that's the whole plan. Why am I like this? The other why am I like this is it's like 60, 70 blocks to go through the nether. It's like most of 1,000 and some pretty major... Oh gosh, I hope the world loads to do this in the overworld. So, like, why don't I just go through the nether more often? I came up here to go ahead and get some bookcases that I could smash for more books for the trades, and we have another Unbreaking 3 villager. Which I kind of suspect is gonna mean we get to find one of the others and kill them and replace them with another cartographer or something. By the way, I went to go get more paper, and I did indeed find the guy that this one gets to replace. It's the one right next to him. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's got no other books, so... Don't give me that look. Okay, so I learned several things while running around here. One of them is that it's really hard to break the habit of buying stuff that is meant for the armor when you don't need it. You're just trying to get the weapon stuff, although... See, actually, do I have my chest plates? Yes, I have my chest plates, so yeah. No, I should not be trying to get the armor. And the other ones are that we have way too many things with Unbreaking, after all. And that I really should consider name tagging the rest of these, because holy heck, I was so confused the whole time over here. So yeah, especially I thought we had another mending guy. Maybe I'm just thinking of one back in town. But I need more mending? So I don't know, maybe I'll enchant the bow. Use up all my levels on name tagging these guys, or I'll at least put sign. I guess I'll just start with signs. We can do signs. Dun, 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 ba, 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 ba. Maybe I need to go set up an anvil by the Guardian farm. Alright, so in the interest of not wasting any name tags, I have gone ahead and labeled everybody with signs for the moment, and we will go back through and put name tags on the ones that survive this process. And the reason why I say that will survive this process is that a lot of these villagers got trained up for their first enchantment book before I'd unlocked all of the ones for everybody except for like the original like 6 here. Everybody else hadn't been unlocked yet all the way through. So we've gotten a few spots where I had on the list that we still needed something, but now it turned out we actually had it down here. So this brings up an interesting situation where in some cases we've got someone who only has one enchantment. But if we head upstairs here, we'll find somebody who has the same one and another one. So that, by all accounts, unless he's got something really useful on there, which nope, does not. So you, friend, you are scheduled for deletion. Now, the one problem here is that this does make it very tricky to move new ones in. And I would just say that we can just drop the one from above in. But in this specific case, yeah, we don't need you either, because you wanna know how many other unbreaking villagers we have? 1, 2, 3. Well, actually just 2. Because this one's also scheduled for deletion, because this one also really only has unbreaking to his name. Much like the one below here. So yeah. We don't really need you for anything else, I'm sorry. This means that we gotta figure out ways to get new villagers stuffed into those spots. I really am thinking that we'll drop ones from above. May mean killing the cartographer and getting a new one, or may mean just dropping cartographers down to below? Dunno? You're fine. You're the only one with channeling. You're fine because no one else has blast protection. And I think really a lot of them are fine. I think the main thing here is going to be going through checking everybody who only has one enchantment and seeing if somebody else has it. Which I should probably make a spreadsheet for or something, but I am much too lazy at the moment to do that. Even though spreadsheets are like my default way of functioning. Frostwalker, that's one of the other ones. You only have Frostwalker. That is your only use. And there's someone down the line here who has Frostwalker and Knockback. And I don't think anybody else has Knockback. Punch. Is there anybody else who had Punch? There is somebody who had Quick. I was thinking multi-shot. Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking multi-shot earlier, but no, it was Quick Charge. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody else with Punch, and I'm pretty sure that was on the list well up until the end. So I think we've murderated everybody who needs to be for the moment, so everybody who's here gets to stay. And we just begin the process of figuring out how to scooch things downstairs in assorted ways, which I think may just involve a lot of watering cans. I mean, it could also just involve like just putting something else in the side, but yeah, see, I like you, so I can't kill you off. Well, we'll figure something out. In the meantime, though, I need to go back out to the Guardian Farm, get some more levels, and we need to get the rest of everything sorted. That is probably going to mean that I line things up on what I need for what first. And it's probably also going to mean going and buying all the mending books that I can from the other villager back in town. But, you know, we'll get through it. And I will see you peeps in just a couple minutes with all of everything enchanted up and set up, and I need to go track down a trident, don't I? Hopefully this will be the last round of this. And I can stop having slideshows myself and inflicting everyone else on the server to short bouts of lag. That's so much. You know what? I'm gonna throw one to be safe. But that last little bit we'll go ahead and put into this. Well, I guess we didn't even need that much for the trident teeth. Okay, and this should just be a matter of first putting my pants back on, just in case any Playlands decide to walk in. But then I believe, yeah, I had 2 more pickaxes that I wanted to make Silk Touch, and Efficiency and Mending. Efficiency, Mending, Silk Touch. I've noticed that pickaxes feel like they're a lot, let's try just putting it straight on there. I feel like they're a lot cheaper to do. Oh, I guess I don't have any more Silk Touch. Might have to get some other ones, but yeah. Notice that they feel a lot cheaper than other things do. I don't know. Let's... You know what? How many more E5 books do I have? Only the one? Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and combine these two and then throw a mending on it. Because usually E3 is enough for shovels. And that's probably it for right now. I've got my axe just fine. Yeah. So we've got a spare mending book and spare, oh, we might as well put those on that last pickaxe, yeah. Or not. Okay. We should have one last thing to do to finish getting our gear all put together the way it should be. And that is come back over here to Spawn Town and check my mailbox. Because you see, I am fortunate enough to have either really good friends or people willing to repay their debts, depending on how you want to look at it. I didn't consider Jessie as being in debt to me, but I have been dropping off a few microblocks here and there for her and for Tiz, that are just ones that I think that they would like. And I guess between that and some other supplies I gave her a bit ago, she decided that equaled out to another right block. And since I foolishly spent a bunch of netherite on a mini block, and since I oh yeah, foolishly sent on a mini block, sold practically all the rest at my shop, was a little lacking in ways to actually make these pickaxes back into that. So we are gonna need one of these. And you know what? I don't really care if one of them tries to sink to it. Let them try. Now, I am not netheriteizing the ones that have unbreaking on them, because those I want to be able to tell those apart at a glance. And I figure the easiest way to do that is to leave them with unbreaking. Reason why I want to be able to tell them apart at a glance is I use those just for specific things where I want to avoid breaking everything at once. So especially when I'm trying to like put down lanterns in the other highway, things like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some picks upgraded. So we're going to put most of this away right now. We're going to pick back up this, so there's minimal grumpiness from these guys. And given that it's night, I am going to get or make a boat here. I really thought I would have had one. Ah, yes, I do. Some boats, and how about a spare tinfoil hat? Actually, let me put that one on. And let's maybe make another. Now, why do I want spare tinfoil hats and a boat? Well, I'm kind of hoping I can go find some new friends while it's night here, because as mentioned, our whole breeding stock has died off. Oh, I don't have an arrow on me. That's gonna be a problem. But yeah, I figure that regardless of opinions on what it does for beacon radiation, there's some arrows. We can basically guarantee that the hats will protect them from the sun's radiation, because that's just how game mechanics work. Oh no, I'm bait. Okay. Why are they all regular zombies? I don't need regular zombies. Aha! We have friends. We have friends. Hello, would anybody like a hat? No, you would not like a hat. None of you are gonna pick up items, are you? Well, really? Cool. Well, you're at least in there now. I have like 0 blocks. So we gotta make a thing over your heads real quick. And ow. I didn't quite think this through. Because I just realized I don't have... I hope I have name tags with me somewhere. I do have name tags! We're saved! I don't have anvil on me though. Hey, so this is gonna sound dumb, but could someone bring me a crafting table? I see him. I see him. This is so dumb. Yay! Oh, hi. Yeah, Dadcraft just brought me stuff. Alright, so Dadcraft brought me over not 1 but 3 crafting tables, just in case. I'm gonna owe him a favor after that. That was so dumb. Oh, and then the wrong people showed up into the recording booth because they misunderstood why I was in the recording booth, and it's just... Today's been a day, peeps. Today's been a day. Oh, but I have 2 very alive guys here that I get to now name tag. I don't know what to name them. There, since these are going to be the new breeding stock, as it were. Oh, we have parental unit 1 and parental unit 2. And now I gotta figure out the easiest way to get them across to there. Okay, so I want to just drag them across the mesa here, but I need a guarantee from people that they aren't going to sleep so that I don't mess this up. Ow. I'm very glad I only have 1 thing of thorns anywhere on my stuff, because otherwise this would be incredibly, incredibly annoying instead of mildly annoying. I keep being confused as to where the damage is coming from and then realizing it's from them. Right, and I still have phantoms to boot. You know what? Maybe it would be a wiser decision to cure them first and then move them. Yeah, let's go with the cure and then move theory. Splashy, splashy. Oh, now you want to pick up items. Alright, it is nighttime, so these two boys should be very happy to run over to a bed. Alright, I've successfully made it over here. I've just realized that we've just had a child escape through the same hole, so I'm gonna close that off. I'm going to put a stack of logs in my ender chest right now, so that we don't have more of these problems in the future. That was the dumbest thing. Like, I've had to have people bring me some dumb stuff before, but that was the dumbest thing I've ever had to have someone bring. I think I need to have an organizational stream or episode or something, because I have all of these shulker boxes I could possibly want, and no, and I don't actually have them organized in any form. But yeah, these two are reproducing. I have much more bread I can hand them. I do not have the patience at the moment to get one of them trained up as a mending one, and it's kind of funnier if I just let them be here. Like, they're going to be in different outfits from the rest, so it'll be easy to tell them apart, so... yeah, I think that I'm going to leave it here for today. I am going to double check that everything is definitely sealed off and nothing has a chance whatsoever of getting in here. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm gonna let them breed up while sir, can you, oh right, there's no blocks behind there anymore. As I was saying, I'm going to let them breed up and, you know, kind of get us a selection again going, so that later today I can do all of those messy things that need to be done. But for right now, I think we are going to throw up a piece of glass in front of us. Maybe I should wait till after I do the outro. There we go. Alright, so I definitely want to thank everybody for coming to hang out with me today. As always, if you had as much fun as I did, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to stick around again for next time, make sure that you're subscribed. Take care, everybody. Noodles!